Morning, everyone. It's Dr. Coop here with the morning announcements on Friday, March 26, 2021. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, the flowers are going to be happy because we're going to have a little more rain with a high of 62 degrees and a low of 47 degrees. And we have some birthdays during our spring break, as well as one on the day we return. Happy birthday to Jesus on March 27th. Happy birthday to Adam on April 2nd. Happy birthday to Nicholas also on April 2nd. And happy birthday to Shauneth on April 5th. I hope you all have fabulous birthdays. And our story of the day.
Hello, I'm Hector Elizondo. You're watching Storyline Online, brought to you by the Screen Actors Guild Foundation and Book Pals. Today I'll be reading something special. A very special story and a favorite of my granddaughter, when she was smaller, of course. Somebody Loves You, Mr. Hatch, is the story today. And it's written by Eileen Spinelli, illustrated by Paul Yelowitz. Get ready. This is a gooder. Mr. Hatch was tall and thin, and he did not smile. Every morning at 6:30 sharp, he would leave his brick house and walk 8 blocks to the shoelace factory where he worked. At lunchtime, he would sit alone in a corner, eat his cheese and mustard sandwich, and drink a cup of coffee. Sometimes he brought a prune for dessert. After work, he would make 2 stops. At the newsstand to get the paper, and at the grocery store to buy a fresh turkey wing for his supper. After supper, he read the paper, took a shower, and went to bed early. He keeps to himself. That is what everyone said about Mr. Hatch. Well, one Saturday, when Mr. Hatch stepped onto the porch with his dustpan and broom, he got a surprise. A package wrapped in brown paper. He had never spoken to the postman before. "Thank you, Mr. Goober," he said. Mr. Goober smiled. "You're welcome. I always enjoy delivering packages." Mr. Hatch tore the brown paper off. Inside was a white box, which he opened to find another box. This one was heart-shaped, all satiny red with pink bow on top. It was filled with candy. Something fluttered to the porch floor. It was a little white card. He picked it up and it said, "Somebody loves you." Only then did he remember that this was Valentine's Day. Oh, Mr. Hatch wondered now who would send this to me. He was all alone. He had no friends. And yet someone had sent him a Valentine. Who? He put the box on the coffee table and tried to do some dusting. But every time he left the room, he had to keep peeking to see if the box was still there. He dusted, and the dust cloth seemed to whisper, "Somebody loves you. Somebody loves you." At last he flung the dust cloth away and exclaimed, "I've got a secret admirer." And then he did something he had never done before. He laughed. Yeah. He laughed and danced and clapped his hands.
What a sweet story. We'll finish that after spring break. This day in history in 1827, Ludwig van Beethoven, German composer, dies. In 1953, Jonas Salk announces the polio vaccine. And our Women in History person of the day is Maggie Lena Walker. She played an important role in making Richmond the cradle of Black capitalism in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Here's a picture of her. Walker is best known as the first Black woman bank president in the United States. She organized and led the St. Luke Penny Savings Bank from its founding in 1903 to her death in 1934. The bank was part of her vision for the Independent Order of St. Luke, a secret society founded in the 1850s by a free woman of color. The IOSL and the St. Luke Bank formed the foundation of a financial powerhouse that, at its height in the 1920s, provided financial services to 100,000 members and others in more than 40 states. What a remarkable woman. Okay, everyone, have a wonderful spring break. I'll miss you, but I hope you have lots of fun during the week. And respect yourself, respect others, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Do your very best in all circumstances, no matter what you're doing. Try very hard on your assignments today and just have a wonderful, wonderful week next week. I'll be thinking of you and hoping that you're having lots of fun. Take care.